guess what I realized? It's been, I don't know how long, but quite a while since I made a video, so I thought I'd make a video. I just, one thing, this is totally unscripted, this is off the cuff. I just wanted to get some sit down, I don't even know what. The one thing I want to say, though, is Trump. I was surprised at how ignorant he is about this whole COVID thing. He doesn't know what COVID-19, the 19 in COVID-19 stands for. He doesn't know that. How could anybody not know by now what the 19 stands for? It's for the year that they discovered it. Duh. He's going, like he's perplexed by it all. Oh, I can't believe he's admitting he doesn't know what something is. He's not bullshitting and saying, I know what this is. It's really great, and it's big, and it's wonderful, and it's... Oh, wait, it's supposed to be bad? Okay. Oh, yeah, it's big, and it's bad, and it's one... yeah. He says what he thinks you want to hear at the moment, and that's basically all he says. Over and over. He doesn't concern himself with fact-checking or whether or not he's telling the truth. He only concerns himself with that particular moment in time. There's no future, there's no past, there's no right, there's no wrong, there's just my way or the fucking highway. And that's my view of our wonderful president. And I was wondering, I always wondered how somebody could support him, and then I found out my sister supports him, and then it dawned on me, well, because they're not paying attention. My sister doesn't pay attention to politics at all, so that's why she supports him. She doesn't know for a fact what an idiot he is. She just hears bits and pieces from those she knows that he's great. Why they say he's great, I don't know. I haven't met them yet, but that's why she thinks he's great, because she just isn't paying attention. She doesn't watch the news. Ugh, she probably hasn't watched the news in years. So, yeah, that's why she supports him, because he's going to make America great again, and that's what we need. And that part is true. That's the only thing about his whole thing that is true. We need to make America great again, but that's not what his goal was. It never was. His goal was to status quo what we've been doing and getting worse. Not getting worse at doing, getting more bold at doing. I mean, the corruption is just... I'm shocked at the longevity of these dictators and things. I mean, they just don't die off. Like, I mean, look at Kennedy. He was great. Lincoln was great. They die, they get killed. But the ones that are dictators, like, oh, that guy down in Cuba, what was his name? Yeah, Fidel Castro, people like that. They get in power and you can't get rid of them. They're like freaking cockroaches. And people are talking about Trump being that way, and I'm just hoping our country is strong enough in its democracy still that we can't allow that to happen at any cost. Whether it's storming the doors of the White House to remove him physically or, legally, whichever the case may be, that man, when it's his time, whatever that may be. I mean, he's already surprised the hell out of a lot of people by getting elected once. Well, being appointed once, because he wasn't not technically elected. He was appointed because we have this archaic, strange little system that nobody really understands why we have it. Why aren't we just counting the votes? It doesn't matter where you vote from, does it? Why does it matter where you're voting at? Oh, so people who feel strongly about something can't overwhelm the polls. And that's, I guess, a good thing? Well, if you feel strongly about something, get the hell out there and vote. Isn't that the whole point? But we can't let that happen. What? They say they want you to go out and vote, but do it in a pandemic with no spatial, no social distancing, no nothing. Just go out there and do it. Don't worry about getting sick. Just go do it. These Republicans are incredible, man. They have some beliefs and stands that I agree with, like our immigration needs reform, because we're not following the laws that are set forth in our immigration policies. And if we're not going to follow the laws that we set forth, then let's change them. And I agree they need to be changed. I don't know if they need to loosen them. We don't need to tighten the borders. I mean, we need to be closer, put a closer eye on who's coming in the country. Maybe not restrict so many people, but pay better attention at who's actually coming in. I mean, that's how 9/11 happened, because we weren't paying very good attention. And the ones that were paying attention legally couldn't tell anybody. Yeah, because they're not. I know. I can't tell my brother somebody's going to murder his wife because I made an agreement I wouldn't interfere in his life. Yeah. What are you going to do about it? I don't know. The world's crazy right now, and it's just getting crazier. And all the spiking in the pandemic. Yes, didn't I say a week or two ago or 3 ago? Don't go back out there. Don't go back out there and act like nothing's going on, because you might be the next one to get it. And look, what somebody was the next one. A whole bunch of people were the next one. We had several places set record number of new cases. And Trump's way to fix that is just don't test anyone. If you don't test anyone, no one will come up positive, and then it'll look good. It's only on paper, but who cares if many people are dying? If no one knows they're dying, I'll look good, and maybe I'll get reelected. That man is so transparent as far as his not about his policies, but about his self-worth or whatever. He wants to be a dictator. He's a dick and he's a tater, but he's not a dictator. Not yet. He's working on it, though. I can't imagine the people who endorsed him and wanted him in power. I'm not talking about the ones who did it publicly. I'm talking about the ones behind the scenes, and we all know they're there. I wonder if they're as excited about him being president as they were before he was president. Because, I think they weren't expecting what they got. This clown. It's history. We're making history, man. They say in our generation or something like that, when they say there's never been a worse president, or when they compare him to other presidents, why do they add that little disclaimer? I can't imagine there's been a worse president ever. I mean, someone less qualified. I mean, there was a time when you couldn't even get to be president if you were divorced. Now, look what we've come down to. I mean, I understand why that's ridiculous to hold that against someone from being president. That doesn't. But as far as the type of person he is, yeah, I know we want to change, and I agree. The change is good, especially the way it was going. But this is just more of the same. He's just more blatant about it in his total lack of empathy for anything other than his own self. That's what bothers me. It's all about him, and that's exactly not the job. That's the opposite of the job. It should be he should think of himself very last, and put the people, the greater good of the people of this country. Sure, there's going to be losers in every situation, no matter what choices you make. But let's try to keep the losers to a minimum. Let's do what the majority wants. That's what democracy is all about. Let's get back to the foundations that this country was founded on. Let's get control of this, man. It's spiraling out of control, and if this guy gets elected again, which it sounds like there's a small chance he might, oh God forbid, but I can't imagine 4 more years of this. Where will we be if we survive this pandemic? Where will we be? I mean, then he's played favorites. Whoever kisses his ass best gets the most supplies. I mean, come on, man. I don't know. It's about time to wrap it up, and I think I bitched enough. My wife's in the other room. I can hear her commenting. She laughs at me because I do this. I don't care. I'm crazy. Remember that.